Welcome back, everybody. So we are back to talk about our plan to continue space exploration. Now, last time we were together, what were some of those barriers or things that we needed to overcome in order to continue to be able to fund space exploration and have support?
People who disagree with it.
Right? Anybody else? No, that's all we remember?
Yes. I don't remember much.
Just that people disagree with it.
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's review back over, right, what our obstacles are, what we needed to overcome. So overall, we talked about how we needed to have the support of everybody, government, stakeholders, especially youth or young adults, and then all society, all communities, right? So in order to gain their buy-in, we're gonna need to look at maybe having them educated a little more. Another thing we need to overcome was oceanographers, right? That was someone specifically, as Landon called out, doesn't support space exploration because they think that oceanography is a little more important right now to fund money into that instead to research the ocean and the creatures there, to also find new technology or ways of doing things and new medical research as well. The other thing is there's some thought about not having humans going to Earth, or space anymore, but robots, right? And because why? Why do some feel they don't want humans going into space?
Because they might get seriously injured.
Right, could be seriously injured, is dangerous, or sick, potentially, yes. So if robots are going up there, then
They'll just get
that just makes sense. And actually robots, robotic exploration is proven to be a little less expensive than sending humans into space. So we have a couple of things that we need to overcome. So we're gonna go over our call to action or our plan. So first, what we're gonna do is we're going to fight to get it passed that in every school across the country, and then also including the countries that are like our main space powers or supporters, which is Russia, Japan, Canada, and Europe. They also fund a lot of money actually into space exploration every year, partner with the United States. Now, the United States is the largest funder, but they do help support it. So we need all of their support even out there too, because they already are part of the space power countries. So with grades 7 through 12, we're gonna look to get it passed that when they're in those science classes every year, that there's always a part of the curriculum that is regarding space exploration or the study of it, what already we've discovered from it, astrology, all of it. So there's not all those years that we usually learn about space in that part of our science classes, right?
Right.
Haley, how many times have you learned about space so far?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Do you think you've learned more though?
Yeah.
Okay, but how many years?
I've learned science.
No, about space.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Just a few times? Okay, great.
Probably like 3 years or something.
Okay, so good to hear you're learning it younger, but we need to continue it going through high school, because once you get into those high school years, it becomes more specific. So like chemistry, biology, things like that, and then we move away from space exploration. So it's very important that we're going to fight to get it passed that all school districts across the country and those other power countries have space type of curriculum in every grade from junior high through high school. So that's our first call to action, or what we're going to accomplish to get the youth on board and that part of society with understanding what space exploration can do for them and all the important things that can come out of it. Next, we're going to work on as far as looking at when we're hiring government officials that sit on that board every year to approve the budget for NASA, that they're educated as well too. And how we can simply do that is getting the government to change the process as far as the requirements. So if you're that specific government official that's going to be talking about and fighting for space exploration budget for NASA each year, you need to have a degree as far as, or experience as far as your background to support that. Sound good?
Yes.
The next thing we had to overcome was the humans or robots thing. So yes, there's some great points about how sending robots is safer than humans, but that also takes away from the human experience as far as mankind actually figuring out on their own and experiencing what it's like to go into space and what it's like to uncover new things, which we aren't afraid to do that as far as the United States and the humankind. So why would we stop that and take that experience away from everybody? So again, it's all about education. So knowledge is power, awareness is power, to get everybody on board to continue to support space exploration. Because right now we don't have everybody on board, not everybody understands it or is interested in it. So the education piece is gonna be a big part in order to get everybody on board. And then we're gonna continue to use methodology as far as statements or studies, which is doing testing before we go into those stakeholders and such to prove that what things can come out of space exploration. So we need to have the facts and be effective on why we're fighting for the budget for space exploration. And lastly, those oceanographers, we have to get them on board. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with the oceanographers, the big part of the groups that really do a lot of the studying across the country, and come up with a proposal with them to take to the government each year to not only get funding for NASA, but get funding for oceanography and the equipment and such that they need to continue to uncover those things, because that is important too. So we need to work as a team to continue oceanography discoveries and space exploration. What do you think of that plan?